I was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down front. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to...
We're at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Michael Basley set to kick off.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
Get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
12 more yards.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And some room to work. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his first career touchdown and his first career game. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And a big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Prescott to throw it. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jerry Tillery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destination.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
after an incomplete pass on second down. That'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
The kicker on.
From 8 yards out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's the score. Steelers 14.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 6.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism. Great.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield. At the 48-yard line.
At the 48-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
5-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
It's now 3rd.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there to see if they can build on that stop. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And 22 more yards there and another 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Complete to number 16.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Michael Badgley on for the extra point.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
17. Broncos 7. Mike Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. Will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You got to try and get a first down and run out this first half. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Steelers 24, Broncos 7.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I'm a honey favorite. Don't wanna play me though.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the 1st half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the Broncos first down.
First down, Prescott. This short throw caught by Goddard. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 25, check 25, check 25. We're going to 54 right here.
Off the play fake, Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Broncos.
43's the mic. I don't think you got it, son. Jim. Watch the twins. Watch the twins.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. So that'll back him up 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10, 10.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25.
That's good.
That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards to pick up there.
At the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd and short. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
For the extra point.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly.
Check 52. Check 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing on second down, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Yards to go.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly.
Prescott's pass.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. Looking to throw. Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Complete.
7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Rush in. Go, get out there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Broncos on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
First down, Broncos.
Check 42 the mark. It's a safety cream. Kill.
Prescott on first down. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 38. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Watch the screen.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Probably wishing that they could have had a few runs like that earlier in the game, now facing this deficit in the fourth.
Hard to criticize a run of that magnitude, but they really need those types of runs to go the distance and need bigger plays to try and get back into this one.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Another carry.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Broncos first down.
Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Check 99. Check 99. We're going to 53. Under. Shit. Mike's 43. Hey, kill. 27. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts
Number 86.
as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check 43. Hey, kill. Here we go, 46. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Go. Get out there. 12. Here we go, 47. 43 is the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 43.
Throwing, Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 26. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. Hey, check, Mike 12. We're going to 53. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Shoot. Check 24.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
And it's 3rd down.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Pittsburgh, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.